there's a small hole right here, just right at the top, and then that one's open. I'm just checking them all.
This one's just one with a...
Yeah, it's just a small little divot, but this one's full.
Yeah.
I'm checking these. This one's got a small little divot between the welds, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of a problem, but...
Well, if he's got to come back, we can have him...
Yeah, so let's put one here. Let me just check them all.
Actually, I'm going to text him now, see if he can come over today.
Yeah, because then we can put this up. Right here, you got the tape?
Yeah.
Okay, there's one right here at E. This is gonna be like a shitty video, but it's for us, so we have it, so we know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we know where everything is. God damn. That's nice. Good. All right, yeah, it's just those. Leveling it up. That's where we want it, Wick.
Yeah, that's where it has to go. I didn't know what is holding this and fighting us so much. This thing here for sure is part of it.
Gotta clearance that with the grinder. Do you want to clearance that and then we'll remark our brackets?
That's fine, we gotta drop it down.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's drop it down then. All right, so Wick's had to make some custom brackets. Get this to work out. I'm trying to make everything perfect and even and nice. All right, so getting ready to mock up and set up the rear sway bar where everything's supposed to be. I need to have the chassis at sitting height. Well, with these wheel cradles that Wick got from race ramps, it's pretty badass. That's way nicer than a set of jack stands that'll let you do things at factory ride height or at any ride height, mainly because it holds it up by the wheel instead of on the frame, so there's nothing drooping. I like it. Badass purchase, Wick.
Yeah, well, it's ready for that.
Yeah. Well, we can do all of our chassis height stuff and wrap up our suspension stuff with them on this too. Obviously, I'm going to do alignment and everything on the ground, but pretty fucking sweet. So Wick's kind of having a sarcastic laugh, and I'm having a sarcastic laugh. Put the lid down on that. Show us what we got here. Okay, this is made by Mastercool. It's a universal hydraulic flaring tool set.
It is universal and it is hydraulic.
It has a flared dick.
It's questionable if it's really does a...
It's a line pucker upper is what it is. Wow. So we have it. We're following instructions.
That might be where we went wrong.
As we followed the directions. Yeah, because we're remaking our pump to carb line. But, what in the fuck? What the fuck? Like, it won't let you pull out the Chingaderia, the die. I mean, it's cool how it works, but, what's the other one? The TGR that Wick and I both have?
Yeah, that thing's badass. It's just not hydraulic, but I think that's what we use.
So we need to either try it one more time or just say fuck it and go back to what we were originally
You know,
doing.
the problem is, like, look at how far...
Yeah.
Maybe we pushed it too far.
Did we go too far forward?
Maybe.
Like, is there a Mingus diagram on there?
mean, that's what we're supposed to end up with, but we know what we're supposed to end up with.
Yeah, no, this is not it.
No.
Like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen that.
Rotate the yoke fully counterclockwise. Place the male adapter.
So we do the male one first?
I would call that a female,
That would be female.
and I would call this a male. That's
Well,
how I would do it. But
if you go back to the kindergarten adage of boys have penises, girls have vaginas.
yeah, you can't. That's not the case.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that anymore.
Well, and I don't think it. Yeah, we might not have either or have both.
Do you have a they them over there? I'm gonna get in
here's
trouble
the
for this, but whatever.
GM fuel line or fuel line.
That's
GM fuel line forming. Well, that's what we're doing.
Fuel line or trans line?
It says fuel line, but I bet they meant trans line.
Yeah, because it says on the box.
This is GM trans cooling line.
Oh my god. Is it cocktail hour yet? Because this is fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it should be.
So we tried it a second time.
Without following the directions. That's following the directions.
Yeah, and
Never
that's
seen a flare like that before.
and
but
that's not following the
that's
directions.
not following
that's
the
even worse.
directions, but it's clearly not
Where it's supposed to be.
working. I have a feeling that the tubing needs to just barely protrude out of this.
Like it has this.
Yeah, like that depth at the most.
Well, you know the other ones, the sleeves are flush.
Yeah. Because
I got an idea.
What?
Let's try something.
Because see, if the tubing were back here,
It'd be fine.
yeah. The problem is the tubing's all the way out here, so we're trying to
Leverage.
create that
Bubble.
bubble, but at the same time, maybe we have the tubing too tight. Maybe it is supposed to slide a certain amount. I don't know, what was your
No,
idea?
because we did it before. Remember we did it before? And it slid a certain amount all the way out.
Did it come all the way out?
Yeah. Oh, another gripe real quick on this. The little handle to tighten this fucking broke off by hand. We weren't even putting ass into it yet.
No, that thing's just not the shit.
This is fucking
But
bullshit.
they did think to make that hex head.
Yeah, at least it's hex heavy. So, our third attempt, I went way less out with our tubing than before, and it still fucked it up. So, Wick and I are at the point where we're about ready to tell Mastercool to shove this thing right up their ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's a piece of shit.
It ain't very good for what we're doing.
Nope. Of course, the fact that we have stainless tubing probably doesn't help, but yeah, look at that. That's fucking cute.
I'd call that an accordion flare.
That is an accordion flare. Did we invent a new flare?
We did. It's absolutely useless, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's art. Fucking piece of shit. Junk. Right, we've been busy. So, we had to get our pinion angles set. And you want them to be as parallel as possible. Yoke on its own line at the diff, and then crankshaft center line, which would be the yoke up at the trans. You want those parallel at whatever drop they have. You want the two lines to be square, or as close to square as possible. We got it within 1/10 of a degree, so we're good to go there. I had to adjust, climb in here, our upper control arms here to set our pinion angle. You can see my marks from before. I had the nuts all the way back, and then I was just kind of referencing off of them. So that's why the lines aren't lining up now. So I can tell, of course, how many turns I had. So I did that on both sides. Got them adjusted. Got our pinion angle set where we want it. That took a little while. Got it dialed in. Then we had to clean up. I took all the paint off here for setting up our rear sway bar. We got it set and torqued all the way around. So when our welder comes, he can tack these as well to the housing, and we'll paint them. So that's in. Sway bar's all done finally. I mean, like a year later, but it's done. Pinion angle set. Exhaust has been welded, but we've got it. I'm waiting to get a couple tabs welded. We drilled and measured and marked for the rest of our tabs, so that's done. So next week that'll get all welded up and finished, and then we'll have all our rear suspension dialed in. We'll have our exhaust all done, our drivetrain will be done. I just need to focus on aligning and getting everything set up there on the front. And then once that's done, we're gonna be pretty damn styling chassis wise. Obviously we're not gonna finish our alignment until we have all of the components hung up there in the front for weight, but we're close, man. Suspension wise, looking real good. But, oh yeah, look at that.